O Show. This is the Big 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 O Show. This
For over 16 years, EJDConstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDConstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDConstruction.com.
Just one place sold the most Acura models in the last 16 years. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive the new 2024 RDX, $419 a month during our 16th anniversary sale.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Miles an hour, that's a Category 4 hurricane. 3 deaths are reported in Florida after more than 24 were killed in the Caribbean. This
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
Take a journey to our Caribbean paradise at Toyota of Hollywood. Get in the groove with great deals on over 2,000 Toyotas, like a Corolla, not 24,000, just 17,975. You'll be cruising and chilling with super low 2.99% financing. Feel the rhythms of the Caribbean today at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
I think I know what this is. Houston, we have a package. Hello?
No matter where you are, the Sloman Shield home security system guards your home. With next-gen perimeter protection, 24/7 monitoring, and interior motion sensing. And right now, get a free Sloman Shield security system and doorbell camera, all professionally installed, for free.
Shield your world, the Sloman Shield.
Welton Rayom has more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes. They're committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. Call them for a free consultation. 954-966-4646. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. Property damage claims to your home, business, or condo as a result of a hurricane. Welton Rayom can help. Water, mold, fire, smoke damage, Welton Rayom can help. Call 954-966-4646.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, InterMiamiCF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Just one place sold the most Acura models in the last 16 years. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive the new 2024 MDX, $469 a month during our 16th anniversary sale.
The viewpoint, statements, or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
Righty. All right, welcome aboard, baby. It is a Thursday, June 20th. 2024. Damn. Hialeah Park. Yes, sir. Where we love to be. Thank you all out there as always for joining us. Those of you on Instagram, by the way, those of you now that watch on Instagram, because we're now streaming through Instagram, we stream through Twitter and on YouTube. So thank you all for joining us, however you join us, in whatever platform you join us. We appreciate it there. I actually got the Instagram chat board up, so see some of those. I had never done that, actually. Anyway, so a lot of stuff to talk about throughout the couple of hours here at Hialeah Park. Don't forget, by the way, we've got the $100 no-regret first bet. We are 10 days away from giving away $50,000. Okay, they're giving away $50,000. All you have to do is come play the loosest slots in Florida, not the loosest slots in Hialeah, not the loosest slots in Miami, not the loosest slots in Dade or Broward or Palm Beach. No, the loosest slots in the state, period. They own it. It's there. It's documented by the state, actually. So if you love to play slots, and by the way, smoke free, they do have the smoking hot slots on the outside where there's a lot of ventilation. It's on the roof and all that. It's actually really cool. And so it's off the track and all that stuff. So it's actually a pretty cool thing. But anyway, so you could take your vape or your cigar or your cigarette or whatever that you smoke, and you can enjoy it out there while you're gambling your brains out. You know what I mean? But it is the loosest slots, and every time you play, you get an entry in. And then if you got to be here live at the end of the month. Is it the 29th? They said, right? On the 29th, I think, Steve Toast. Right, the 29th at 1 a.m. on the 29th, which is really the 30th, but at 1 a.m. on the 29th. And if you got to be here and you got a shot. And the good thing about it is not everybody shows up. So they are constantly like, oh, they call out a name and there's nobody here. And so they do that several times. So you end up having less people come to actually try to claim the prize, which is amazing. You know, so 50,000. It's pretty cool. And by the way, you can also get $50 bet sports now, but you have to be here. So you go and you open up your account and you bet. You can get $50. You show them right there, but you got to do it right here when you do that to get the $50. Now you want to get the $100 no regret first bet. You can do that wherever you're at. Go through, use our QR code, or go through the Hialeah Park website. Do not use, if you happen to have a Hard Rock account, don't use the same email or phone number with it. Use a different one. Use your wife's or whatever, your brother, sister, mother, grandfather. Use Otani's, right? I mean, no, be like his interpreter and use Otani's. That's what I mean, So, you can use Otani's also. Just don't use yours if you already have one. Okay? If you don't, then you're good. You don't even have to bother Otani. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's kind of the way it goes. But anyway, so hope you all are doing well. By the way, last night, man, I got to tell you, hey, and I wanted to see something from Tata because I haven't seen anything from him so far. And I got to say, a couple of really good wins. The Vancouver, right? It was the one about a week and a half ago, whatever. They won on Saturday, right? And then they won yesterday. But they got another win without Messi too. And so my point is, these guys are getting better. They're fun to watch. Last night, Ian Frey, and kudos to Alex Winley. Okay, I know she's covering Copa right now. Everybody's covering Copa. I want to get Alex on covering Copa. I wanted to get Michelle on. She's traveling in Atlanta. I asked Safedin. He's at Copa. He's walking into the stadium. I said, nah, it's too complicated. Don't worry about it, bro. Enjoy yourself. Philadelphia, that's it. And so they've had some wins, man. The last year, even without Messi, and it's pretty cool to see what they're doing. I think it's something that's taken for granted because, as you saw in the stadium last night, it wasn't jam-packed. There were empty seats because there's no Messi, no Suarez. I know Rojas isn't there, but that's not necessarily the draw. But Messi and Suarez, because it's a twisted fan base. It's not really an InterMiami fan base. It's a Messi fan base. It's a Messi craze. And I now people aren't really appreciating the team. They're not appreciating Campana. You know what I'm saying? Like, Campana can start on half the league and the guy's on the bench. And this Ian Frey kid has been through hell and back with all the injuries, and he stayed with it, and he had himself a hell of a game yesterday. And other young guys, the Alfonso guy also came out of nowhere against Philadelphia and got the goal. And I mean, it just, you gotta give these guys some props, man.
Some of you, I get it. You don't like the sport, but those of you that do, or you're on the fence or whatever, I mean, give it a chance, dude. They are number one in the league with 41 points. And they took off early on, and the plan was, hey, let's take off early on because we're going to have to take off almost a month. And, you're anticipating a bunch of setbacks in that month. It's been a pretty good month, man. Drawn 2 wins. So it's an incredibly successful month without the big guys. Yeah, and by the way, it's like I can't say like Albo's playing, and I can't say like he's the guy dominating or anything. He's he's doing his job and all that, but he's not the guy. That's pretty freaking cool. I'm just saying it just I was having a blast. My daughter goes to me, "So you're still watching?" And I go, "Well, I'm a Miami FC guy, and I'm a Fusion guy. I'm a Strikers guy. I'm always watching. I'm always part of this, no matter what iteration of this whole thing has ever been. I've always been, a huge fan and supporter. So to me, it doesn't matter. The names don't matter to me. I want them to be the best in the world. Don't get me wrong. But I'm still a fan no matter what, dude. I'm going to be a Fusion fan no matter who was wearing it, or a Fort Lauderdale Strikers fan in the 70s and 80s and today when they existed, and Miami FC, whatever, whether you had Romario or not, it didn't matter to me. I was a Miami FC fan. Whether you played at Fort Lauderdale Stadium at Lockhart, or you played at the Cricket Stadium, or you played at Tropical Park or whatever, I was there. Didn't matter, So it's a twisted thing, It's they're not all like me, And so it's just weird. I don't even know how many people like me exist in this town, actually. The person that like follows, probably this guy, the one that follows all the local teams, right? That you're like that, right? Like all local teams. I root for all local teams. I watch. I invest my time, my emotion in all our local teams. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm interested, not just, oh yeah, no, dude, I'm a local guy. No, but I mean, I watch soccer. I watch hockey. Okay. I used to watch baseball. Now I stopped because I'm just tired of getting screwed. I'm not interested in getting screwed. Okay. I'm just not interested. I get screwed enough in life with so many other things going on. So I don't need baseball to constantly screw me over. But you know what I'm saying? It just I hope you guys enjoy what's going on, because this is pretty special. And this is showing that when you get back to boys, man, Inter Miami is deep, dude. They have suffered injuries. They've suffered guys that they've lost for the year that you were counting on. They've had setbacks. Now you have your big guns out, and you have thrived. And the younger guys are coming through. Kremoski, by the way, had a crappy game yesterday. Speaking of our youngest, just to be fair, I'll tell you about the guys that did well, and I didn't think Kremoski played a good game yesterday. He was kind of goofy yesterday, overall. Anyway, there we go. I see it's growing over on Instagram. Don't forget, folks, to smash the hell out of the like button. Let's go. Only 34 likes, please. Smash it. Smash it. What? Which one? Oh, yeah. You know what? Inter Miami. Let's give them a victory cigar. There we go. I like it. All right. Ray Sosa, I see, is first. Inter Miami defeating the defending champs with a lesser roster. That's right. Good afternoon, Owen Sean, Fins fan. There you go. Steven Gonzalez, Cosa Nostra, Eddie Vento. I signed your hat, and it went out this afternoon, so you'll know. So, because some of you have, like Heriberto, have bought our Big O Show or Bitcoin hats, and you asked to. By the way, if you go to our merch department and you want me to sign something, okay, put it in the in the notes when you sign in. Okay, our links are here on our YouTube page, on Twitter, on Instagram. Our links to our merchandise shop is there. Pull up the billboard for us there. You can use our QR code. The address is bigoradioshow.myshopify.com. So if, like Eddie Beto, you want one of the hats signed or something, I'll do that. Not a problem. Just make sure you put it in the notes, because there's another gentleman that, unfortunately, we're waiting for the color. And the color shirts, they're working on them, okay? It's just that they're like a really good printing company, 3A Graphics, and when you walk into 3A Graphics, they're like constantly working. I mean, it's like maniacs. And we got them when we hit them, because you guys wanted color shirts, and then I threw that in them, and it was a total curve. So it's something that, we've kind of added to the thing, and it kind of fallen behind a little bit. But it's because they've got so many orders already that have been in and already paid and all that, big orders. So it's been a little slow, but I promise you, we'll be getting the colors very soon here, and I'll be sending out and you can check out the shirts, whites or colors or hats. And again, if you want like Eddie Reto to sign it, please put a note in it. There's another gentleman that wants it, and he did a great job. He put a note in it, and that way when we see it, it says it that, hey, please sign the hat. And so we sign it. Thank you. Appreciate it, Eddie Beto. And sorry for screwing it up the first time. Yes, sir.
JJ Redick, 4-year deal, head coach.
Detroit Pistons?
Lakers.
Oh, Lakers. Okay. All right. I was, because, the story was now, Detroit could be interested in JJ Redick. And I'm like, really, JJ? Would you take the Pistons job? I'd stay where you're at right now than take the Pistons job. The Lakers job is going to be tough enough as it is. He doesn't have a championship roster.
No.
So I don't know how that's going to work. We'll see.
I think it's like what Udonis says. Is it coming from LeBron or is it coming from JJ?
It's coming from LeBron there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know. LeBron is a terrible GM, dude. Like a horrible GM. It's been proven over and over again. And that's the bad thing about, taking him in, that you then got to tolerate, because he's going to want to run the show. And, he tells you he doesn't run the show, but he does run the show.
Front office sports, but last 5 years for J. Redick. Played with the Pelicans, launched a media company, signed with Mavs, launched a podcast, signed with ESPN, moved to ESPN's number 2 broadcast team, moved to ESPN's number 1 broadcast team, launched a podcast with LeBron, now Lakers head coach.
That's meteoric. That's meteor. Hey, his bank account is great. God bless him, dude. I like him on the air, actually. I like him on the air. I don't know how he'll be as a coach. I have no idea. I know this. He won't be successful with this Lakers bunch. That's for sure. He's not going to add anything more than what they have. Let's see. Oscar says, if you're going to get someone from the golf world to bang the drum, you should have gotten Tiger Woods. Yeah. Yeah, he lives up in Jupiter, and he loves to bang. Nobody loves to bang more than Tiger.
Should have got his ex. He likes swinging the golf clubs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. What's that blonde's name again? Damn it, bro. Smoke Show too. She was hot. God, what's her name? But yeah, she can club. Elin Nordegren. That's it. Yes. Rojas reminds everybody to smash that like button too. Thank you, sir. And he's confident the Cats will win. Giovanni is in, watching Euros now. Copa starts tonight. Yes, sir. Inter Miami wins. Yes. That's right. We'll get the Panthers to win on Friday. What do you guys think? Should we do a pregame show, like a little short pregame show to get people pumped up? You know, a lot better than, you know, because they're on the road. I was thinking maybe that will break up the juju. Me doing a quick 15, 20-minute pregame show to get people jacked up or something on Friday night. I don't know. Because you guys, you know, you're kind of fair weathered. Like the crowds were building up in the wins. And then in the last two losses, the crowds died out, bro. You people suck, bro. You're like, there is no, like, I'm telling you, like, I just talked about how it doesn't matter what soccer team it is. USL, what's it called? NASL, MLS. I'm supporting all of them. I'm there, whatever. I'm talking about them. Doesn't matter. They win, they lose. Higuain smoking cigarettes or he's not. I'm there either way. It doesn't matter. And man, you people like disappeared, bro. You know, Jesus Christ, how fair weathered can you be? One-Eyed Jack is in the house. I'm buying the dip. I bought more yesterday, bro. I bought more yesterday. And by the way, did it get under the 60 to the low 64? Is what I was waiting for. It was at 64. At 64.948. I'm waiting for it to. It yesterday at one point it hit 64, and I bought a little bit. And so I'm waiting now because it seems like this is the bottom here, the 65, 64 of this part of the dip. It doesn't seem to go any more than that. You know, we had that. If you hit the 59, 58, 60, 61, like I hit it several times. Like we won big on this dip. But now it just seems like it's found a floor in 64, 65, 66 before, you know, I think it's going to catapult. Now, we're on the brink. We're on the brink. And I keep telling all my friends, anybody that asks me, brother, sisters, take advantage, buy. That's what I'm doing. I'm not a financial advisor, but we will never see these numbers again with Bitcoin. Ever again. Ever. It's over, dude. It's over. And so I'm telling you, this is just going to be sick what's going to happen. I went to 65 now. So I'm waiting to see if it goes a little down to 64. And then maybe scoop up a little. No, but I've scooped up shrapnel that I lowered my price. I've scooped up Neutron. I've lowered my price. I've scooped up Sailor. I've lowered my price. The Aether one, I've loaded up on that now because that's new and I like that. And it went to almost 10 cents and it was down at 6. So it's been flirting with close to 7 cents now. So I'm kind of playing that game now. What I always do is I try to lower the price on some that I can lower. Anything else that hasn't gotten low enough, I can't lower that. But then Bitcoin doesn't matter. I keep loading up on Bitcoin no matter what goes on with Bitcoin. Doesn't matter. I know this. Once it explodes and it gets past the 6 digits, then I stop buying because it starts to become slivers of what you're buying is just, you know, it's so small. And then now, you know, think about it, when it gets to 120, 130, some of you are going to say, wow, dude, I've already doubled my money. And it's going to be there in no time, you know? So in a couple months, you're going to go, shit, man. It's hanging around 60, 70. Now it's at 140, 130. I could have gotten it easy and doubled my money. Just like you didn't take advantage at 16 or at 26 or at 36 or at 46 or at 56, you know? It just all the same, but you know. So yes, One-Eyed Jack, to put it simply, I am staying strong and I know that eventually they will lower rates and they will print more money. The M2 money supply is going up. The stock market is at an all-time high now. You know, it's funny how, you know, it's exploding. It's up 312 points. It's at 39,147. So, you know, this is with the stock market going up, the M2 money supply going up. They're going to lower rates. The inevitable is going to happen. Risk assets are going to blow. And gold will go up, silver will go up, copper will go up, and then you're going to have, Nvidia and Microsoft and all this stuff, and Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then altcoins after that, and then you'll have your run, and you'll have your fun with your run. That's what's going to happen. So that is. Oh, and by the way, Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy just bought 788 Bitcoin $788 million in Bitcoin, which is 11,931. All they keep doing, all the rich and powerful are doing is loading up. Now they're about to, all the other 401ks and all those kind of banks and everything else, they're all going to get in now. They're all going to get in now. And so they're all going to have, they're going to all add Bitcoin to their balance sheets. They're going to add 1, 2, 3, 5%, 10%. And what do you think is going to happen? It's just a matter of time. Plus, the SEC has quit their lawsuit against Ethereum. Why? Because they consistently get their asses kicked. They got their asses kicked against Bitcoin. They didn't even bother. They stopped messing with Bitcoin a while ago already. Then they started to mess with everything else. They lost to XRP. They're going to they lost badly already to Ethereum, and they've given up. And Biden has capitulated because they're anti-crypto, and now they know, oh well, we're going to lose millions of votes. So now the phonies turned around. So you've got Trump and Biden pandering to the crypto audience. Republicans are pro-crypto. Trump was never pro. He doesn't know anything. He's pandering. And Biden doesn't know anything, but he had to pander now. He had to lift the restrictions. Say, no, get that Ethereum ETF passed. We need to start becoming more pro-crypto because we're losing votes. So, everything is indicating pro-crypto. Everything. Candidates know now they have to be. Is a candidate coming out now anti-crypto? No. So if you're not taking advantage of this dip, I'm sorry. It's either you don't understand anything that's going on, and that's cool. You don't follow it. That's understandable. That's fine. Okay. If you're in denial, well, then I just tell you, I think you're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you. I'm not a financial advisor. So there you go. There's your crypto. There's your crypto minute and a bunch of information for you to chew on. Let's see. Ragin is in the house. The artiste, Brian Landis, Nyborg. Yes, Nyborg's listening on the company dime too. Alexis, Jeff in Long Island, Chad, Gus 1388, Ocala Joe. The weather forecast here in Ocala says to buy Bitcoin. So I'm getting wet. There you go. You're a smart man. Another victory cigar. You are damn right, sir. I'd be a lying hypocrite if I said I follow all the local teams. For me, it's the Dolphins, far ahead, the first, then the Heat and Canes. However, I can no longer tolerate this era of basketball, and that's understandable, True Fin. That's fine. I don't think there's a lot of people like me and Sean that truly follow and care about all the local teams. What happened? Oh, Nick Cousins is back? Hey, primo. Oye, primo. Hey, primo's back for game 6. Okay. Costa Nostra says, great appearance on Dudley. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Always, we try to educate folks. We try to walk them off the ledge. Maximus is on YouTube here. He says, let's go Panthers. Manhattan, Miami to Manhattan on Instagram. He says, how do you feel about Coinbase? Should I get a cold wallet? Miami to Manhattan. Let me tell you something. This is what I feel. Okay, my brother. Whether you use Coinbase, Swan.com is a great place to get Bitcoin. They have no fees for your first $10,000. That'll be hard for me to even get to that point, but So your first $10,000 have no fees on it. Plus, there's no fees ever on transfer. Cash App, Crypto.com, Kraken, Binance. You could use all of those, but I still want you to get a cold storage wallet. Whether you get a Tangem, whatever it is you want to get, dude. Okay, that's up to you. You use whatever you want to use. Okay. And then, you can use Exodus 2, which is kind of a warm wallet because it's got an app and you can use it on your PC and all that kind of stuff. So you can check that out too. And plus you can stake on Exodus also, but it's got 12 words, right? And Tangem, get the one with the 3 cards. Okay. Make sure you program all 3 cards correctly. All right. So you have no issues. And then what you do is you make sure you don't have the cards in the same place, please. Okay. So put them in different places, but really easy to use. But what I want you to do is you buy wherever you want. Okay. And then you transfer. Now, if you're buying, like, let me give you an example. Neutron. I love Neutron. So you go to crypto.com and you go buy Neutron. And you bought $10. I don't want you to move it when you get $10. You buy another 25, another 30, another 10, another 15, another 100. Or those of you that are whales and you're buying hundreds and thousands, right? Once you get to a nice chunk, several hundred, whatever, then you move it to your Tangem wallet. So that way the gas fee that you pay is minimal and you're moving a lot. You don't want to move it every time you buy because then you're killing from your profit. You know what I'm saying? So if you're buying Bitcoin, you buy and you accumulate a certain amount of Bitcoin and then you move it. Cash App, there's a free option. So the third option is free. So it doesn't matter what you're moving, you're going to move it for free. Okay? It'll go 0 to 24 hours. But that's how you want to do it. But you definitely want to have all of your crypto on cold storage wallets. You don't want to have it on any app. You don't want to have it on a exchange because the exchange could have problems. It could shut down, whatever. And the idea of crypto is for you to be your own bank. That's the idea, for you to eliminate banks and control. That's the phase we're going into. Okay, the next phase in the next 10 to 20 years, you guys are going to realize you're not going to use banks a lot because there's going to be DeFi, there's going to be smart contracts, you're going to be able to do things all on your own. Everything's going to be able to be done on your own on the blockchain, and you're going to eliminate the middleman. Okay, so if you have to send money to somebody in Nicaragua, or if you have to send somebody money in anywhere, Barbados or whatever, Africa, you name it, Canada, Mexico, you send it within a second in your wallet. You don't have to send a wire transfer to your bank, that the bank then send it to an international bank then send it to another bank, and everybody gets a piece of that pie, and they're ripping you off. And while you're keeping all your money, while you have it in Bitcoin and all that, you have it in a cold storage wallet. You don't have it in a bank account where they're charging you monthly for that. And then when you want to close your account, they want to charge you to close the account. And when you want to do this, they want to charge you, and they want to charge you for that, and they want to charge you for this. And this is what you're eliminating, all those charges, and you're eliminating the middleman. You don't know that yet. I've been trying to explain this to you guys. I'm the guy that told you like 3 years ago, hey, banks will start closing. Because I knew that once Trump lifted the restrictions and they could loan out 100% of the money, and then I knew exactly what was going on with crypto, I put one and one together, and following what I kept telling people, hey, banks will close. We will eliminate banks. And so small and middle banks are getting wiped out, and eventually there'll be 5 or 6 banks left. And those are the only ones we'll use. And it'll be, Chase and Citibank, the usual suspects. Bank of America, whatever, the 5, 6 biggest banks. But you buy any and all your crypto and you move it to a cold storage wallet. Okay? That's what you want to do. All right? Always and every single time, Miami to Manhattan. That's how you want to do it, my brother. Let's see what else. Yes. I hope Reinhardt has a big game, Oscar, there on Instagram. And thank you, my brother. Appreciate you guys on Instagram watching. And those of you watching also on Twitter, appreciate you. Can I pull up the Twitter chat board if there's one? No, it won't. It won't come up here, right? No. It will? It will? Oh, Streamyard. Oh, but I'm not watching Streamyard. Okay, I got YouTube. Okay. EJ Barro, thank you. Thank you for the love. The super chat. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. As Nixon once said, suck it to me. I'm buying. Oh, there you go. Damn right. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. Set your family up, my brother. Set your family up. That's what I'm doing. My Bitcoin goes to my daughter. You know, she can enjoy it. Set her up, man. I've lived my life. I'm good. Let's see. Brother, this is the best drama show I've ever seen. Should you do a pre-show? Hell yeah. Pre-game show? Yes, we want a pre-game show. So we're getting some love for pre-game show. Big O and Sean, bottom line is this. It's concerning, but the Panthers are still in the driver's seat. They just need to win one to get the cup. The Oilers need to win just to stay alive. Roderick, I think they got their wake-up call. You know, let's look. They've been the team that has been the best team in the league overall. They've been the better team in every series. They have been the best team in this series. Now, were they the best team the last two games? No. But that still doesn't mean they're not the best team overall. And I've watched them come through with everyone else. Why aren't they going to do that again? I think they learned their lesson last year. But they're also human beings. And going up 3-0, maybe you got full of yourself a little bit. You know? Maybe you came in, you lost a little bit of your edge. You know, it's Rocky trying to find the eye of the tiger. And I think in those two periods, they started to kind of like Polly's sitting there and then there's Apollo Creed really concerned and he's getting killed. No, he's getting mad. And I think we saw a mad Panthers team in that third period. And I think I'm going to go with the team I've been watching all year that comes through when they have to come through. And they perform at a high level in key moments. And stars become stars in those moments. And so whether it's for Hagee, whether it's Sam Bennett, by the way, happy birthday to Sam Bennett, you know, Kachuk, you know, Barkov, Tarasenko, Reinhardt. I'm expecting the stars to play like stars on Friday night. That's what I'm expecting because that's what they've given me. But everybody that they've played, the Rangers, they're professionals too, man. The Bruins are professionals too, and so is Tampa Bay. They're going to win some games, man. They're pretty damn good. The Oilers got to the Stanley Cup Finals. And you know what? We got so filled up with our heads too a little bit because all of a sudden they exercised their demon against Tampa Bay. And then they went and faced two really tough opponents in the Rangers and the Bruins and were able to beat them. And then they get to the Stanley Cup Final and they race to a 3-0 lead. So human nature is we're on cloud 9, dude. Okay? Wiz Khalifa hasn't been this high ever. All right? Like, seriously. That's saying something. Wiz, Snoop, what's it called? Spicoli. Okay? I don't know what era. You know, when you do talk shows for 34 years, your references, some get dated because you have to find a younger reference that's the same, you know? And it's hard. Sometimes those references just don't exist. But in this one, it does. So this one, I could go with, you know, any of those. We were higher than all of those guys. And that's the Mount Rushmore of high. By the way, who's the fourth guy for the Mount Rushmore of high? If we go Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, and Spicoli, and Spicoli's fictitious, actually. So it's really not true. He's just a reference. We can literally go with Bill Walton, the late great Bill Walton, because he was really a space cadet. He did really take acid. Who am I going to go with? That's food for thought there. But seriously, on a serious note, as I digress, I mean, we were high, we were blazing, we were bonging, we were dapping, right? Is that what they do now? Dapping, and so we were shotgunning, huh? Oh, Willie Nelson. Bob Marley, Willie Nelson, Wiz Khalifa, and Snoop Dogg. I don't think we're going to top that. That's it. I don't know. You got something else? Give me some. Oh, you look Mount Rushmore of it? That's the Mount Rushmore right there. That's the real. See, Spicoli doesn't belong in that Mount Rushmore because it's a fictitious stoner. It's the guy that we all had in class.
All right. So apparently there's been some things done on this.
The way, maybe Panther fans as the fourth one.
So this was from this is from a station that did it.
Okay.
Willie Nelson.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Tommy Chong.
Oh, yeah.
Bob Marley.
Okay.
Snoop Dogg. And then there was
I'm good with that.
Honorable mentions was Redman and Method Man.
Of course.
I don't know.
Wiz Khalifa for sure.
Seth Rogen
for sure.
They threw in Barack Obama, Woody Harrelson.
No, Woody, yes.
Let's see. I don't know some of the Brad Pitt.
Woody's a good
Doug
one.
Benson.
I don't know about
I don't know all them. I don't know.
I don't know about Brad
guys,
Pitt. Maybe he smokes, but they're not ambassadors.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like Woody Harrelson has his own strain. He sells. So does Snoop, Wiz. Who? Mike Tyson now, yes, has become, and Ricky Williams, and Ric Flair. Oh, there you go. No, but it's got to be Bob Marley, Willie Nelson, Snoop Dogg, and what was the other one? I have Wiz, Tommy Chong. Tommy Chong is a good one. You got to go with that. That's Tommy Chong it's Tommy Chong, bro. It's Tommy Chong. You got to go with Tommy Chong. Yeah. I mean, I praise Wiz because he's as strong as those guys. He's the modern day Willie Nelson. You know what I'm saying? So he's a promoter of it. But that's our problem. We got high, and we thought it was going to be easy. And then all of a sudden, the Oilers smacked us down a little bit, and they won a couple of games, and we forgot that the Panthers are actually human beings. They're not superhuman. And we started to put them in a pedestal that they were, unbeatable, untouchable, and that's just not the case. And so this happens at times when you're Dwayne Wade and you say in the middle of a third quarter down by 13 against the Mavs, no, I'm not going down like this. And so I think the Panthers they woke up in that third period. I think we're going to get a really, really hungry team. And by the way, they love playing on the road, which I think some Panther fans forgot. So I'm not worried about it at all. I think they're going to come out. You guys want to be concerned about it. I get it. I understand. But I think they're going to come out with their hair on fire, dude, as they say. And they're going to come out blazing. Remember, you can make a donation, which we love, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show. You can also make a Bitcoin donation here on the Dip, which we love. And we get 100% of that donation, whereas we appreciate the super chats on YouTube, but YouTube takes 30%. So you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. Thank you. Howdy-o, enjoyed your guest appearance on Dougley. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sadly, a great Canadian actor, Donald Sutherland, passed away. Yes, sir. Donald Sutherland passed away at the age of 88. Yes, 88 years old. Man, we'll get to it, but one of the greats, man. Absolutely amazing actor. Twitter has been way too toxic to be on for me. I got off of Twitter in 2022 when my mom started downward spiral with heart attacks, and she passed away. Sorry to hear that, Ron. We never recover from losing our parents. It's like one of those things you just have to, you're forced to learn to live with, you know? And if you had a great relationship with them and you got along great with them, then you can remember the good times. And that's kind of the way you hang on to it, I guess, man. Hang in there, my brother, man. That's not easy. Never is. Whether you lost your parent 2 days ago or 2 years ago or 20 years ago, I don't think you really ever recover from that. Let's see. DJ says, if the Panthers lose Friday, they might lose the series. I hope they spank these guys. Let's hope so. Big O'Shawn says, Les Jam, thank you for bringing great content every day. Thank you, sir, for supporting us every day. Let's see. I don't think we appreciate it. Was Wayne Huizenga by Junior League worked together with him. The whole story is on the flying fluffy hockey, but I don't want to step on Big O's toes. Yeah, Wayne was great, man. It just he didn't have the luck with the Dolphins that he had with the Panthers and the baseball team. And so that's kind of what it holds against him, but it's not Wayne's fault. It wasn't from a lack of trying, dude. You know, Wayne was a great owner, dude. Great owner. Dave Chappelle, that's pretty good. But I almost know him more for cigarettes. Seriously. Chappelle, I wouldn't put him in my Mount Rushmore, not even close. There's several people I'd put in front of him. Like he smokes, but I know him more for cigarettes, dude. You know? True Fin Fan says, no Cheech and Chong. No. We got Chong in there. Chong's a good one. That's a good one. My bad in omitting him early on and not mentioning him. You're right about that. Because that's probably when you sent it in before it was then mentioned. And thank you for the super chat as always. Ocala Joe, we got in Snoop there. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Let's see. What else do we have here? Burnt Grass says they also need to be a little less aggressive on the power play. Man, they got to start stopping those power plays too. Would be nice. You know what I'm saying? Would be really nice. Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. And you can make a Bitcoin donation like EJ Ernesto Ulavarro did right now. Thank you, sir, for sending in some Bitcoin during the dip. Got it under 65. That is strong by you, sir. Thank you, my friend. Very nice of you. There you go. I like it. I love the Bitcoin donation, man. Thank you very much. That's a friend for life. You're helping the daughter out. I like it. Let's see. What else do we have here? When you and Dougley get together, you guys have great chemistry together. Great show again with Dougley. Yeah, dude. It's always good. That's never really an issue. Unless there's crazy shit said, then yeah, maybe I'm gonna call you out for crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's not about that, So let me see. And by the way, thank you all out there on Instagram. Cassandra, the Sal, Mr. Gott, Oscar, the real Jansen, Adam Hernandez, Miami to Manhattan. Thank you. ESPN host on Get Up today are fueling the Butler days in Miami are done. I've already talked about that. He's done already. He's done. You got to trade him, bro. I would have traded him last year. So you got to, it's slow, so they've got to reach for anything. You saw the latest now? I saw this on Front Office Sports. This is an absolute joke, bro. I mean, this is why I barely ever watch ESPN. Most of the time, it's unwatchable, and shit like this just insults me because it's just shot crap. It's clickbait crap. ESPN is talking about adding Stephen A. Smith more to NFL coverage. Okay? I mean, think about that. Stephen A. Smith. This is what the headline says from Front Office Sports. The NFL could be the key to Stephen A. Smith's future. This guy doesn't know jack shit about the NFL. He has been busted on the air several times where players that he's mentioning aren't even playing or are injured and out for the year. And he's talking about them playing at the moment. Look, I get it. He's great. He knows his basketball and all that. He knows his insight. But, this is why that channel has turned to absolute dog shit. And all it is clickbait. Let's get a subject. Let's play the pro and the con of it. And and even if you don't believe, and it's obvious that the con side of it or the pro side of it is ridiculous, but it's just to get you people going. It's just troll stuff, dude. All day long. Oh, this is going to happen and that is going to happen. And, and it's just sad. And this guy has zero credibility when it comes to football. Zero. That's why I can barely watch the channel anymore. I just try to catch SportsCenter and recorded, and then to catch the news. And when I see them going into fluff stuff and stupid analysis, and I forward it right away. I don't waste my time with a lot of the garbage that's on ESPN. And you put Screamin' A on NFL. It's like there's zero credibility there. Like, I don't want to know anything that this guy has to say about football. I forgot more football when I was 14 years old than Stephen A's grown ass knows now at whatever he is, 60 years old. Whatever he knows now at 60, I can put like in a thimble. Okay? I mean, are you kidding me, dude? This is your key? This is what? Why? Because you need some clown to just yell and stir it up and say stupid shit? Because I know that's what this business is about. Let's say stupid, crazy, idiotic shit, and then that's what's going to get hits. That's what our business has turned into. That's exactly it. That's what our business has turned into. And that kind of garbage, that's why the man is making bank. And you all fuel this garbage. And that's why they think that they can put it on NFL and it'll be a hit for them. So it's a joke, dude. So anyway, Big Pete, no watch party, bro. Maybe next year we'll be able to sell something now that, it's established. But at this point in time, people weren't buying, they buy football, bro. That's what they buy. So anyway, if you have a bar, if you want to, Big Pete, if you want to be the big spender, we'll go work. Yeah, that's right. We have a business line, 786-754-4664, 786-754-4664. It's our business line. So if you want to be a sponsor, reach out to us. You exposed Stephen A. last year down to his French cuff boxers. Yep. I mean, it's just, come on, bro. It's just stupid shit, dude. Seriously. Like, stay in your lane. Like, sometimes when I get these idiots trying to, challenge me about something about crypto or Bitcoin or something, it's like, yo, bro, if you don't know anything, don't talk about something you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Relax. Take it easy. Take a rest. Sit down. Listen better. That way you'll learn. Let's see. Ray Sosa says most South Florida teams never make a championship win easy. 2013 Heat took till Game 7 to win. 2006 Heat went to Game 6. Even InterMiami won the League's Cup with penalty kicks. That's right. That's right. That's right. You got the undefeated Dolphins, right? Well, what'd they lose? Like 2 games in 2 years? I think, yeah. They're the only ones that have made it look like really easy. Really easy. Let's get to our 3A Graphics sports calendar. As last night, baby, InterMiami defeated Columbus 2-1. Ian Frey with a goal in the 10th minute. Campana in the 21st. Calendar with a huge save, bro. He had a couple saves, but one was absolutely enormous. They lead the entire MLS in the standings with 41 points. They are winning without Messi and Suarez. That is huge. And they're off till next Saturday on the 29th when they're in Nashville. Okay? So that's really cool because they played the 2 games and, this game was from Saturday to Wednesday. They didn't have a lot of rest. And they ended up getting 2 victories, which is freaking enormous. One of a road victory and one home. And now you get to rest till the 29th to take on Nashville. So that's pretty cool. Friday, by the way, Panthers taking on the Oilers. And the Oilers are favored by 1.5 goals. Okay? Now, if you want to get 1.5 goals, you can take the Panthers minus 258 plus 1.5 goals. So they're not really giving it to you there that easily there in Vegas. By the way, money line, Panthers are minus 102 and the Oilers are minus 118. So Vegas still thinks that the Panthers are the better team. Okay? What happened? You like the money line? You're taking the Panthers? It's a good one. Oh, plus 100? Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Plus 100, take the Panthers. Hell yeah, dude. Good for you. Good for you. That's value, bro. And by the way, please call Alan Blanco if your business needs custom printing and embroidery. They do amazing work. For those of you that have purchased our hats and our shirts, you have seen the work firsthand. You know what I'm saying? 3A Graphics, 980 West 22nd Street in Hialeah. But you can call them 786-618-1443. You need uniforms, hats, shirts, whatever it is you need, man. Alan Blanco, 786-618-1443. All right. By the way, we also like finding a Cutter's Edge Pro MVP of the night. And when you go to last night's game against InterMiami, I got to tell you something. It was a really easy decision to make this man our Cutter's Edge Pro MVP of the night.
Who's last night's MVP? For your complete landscape solutions anywhere in South Florida, there's only one MVP. CuttersEdgePro.com. Here's our CuttersEdgePro.com MVP of the night.
All right. I'm going to go with Leo Campana, bro. He rung the bell once again. I thought he made it the first shot. I thought this when the goalie saved that shot and knocked it back out again, Sean, I don't know if you noticed it. It looked to me like that thing crossed the line. And then after he was able to hammer it back in there, but that was absolutely awesome, dude. And there should have been another goal, there, because Gressel made a beautiful pass in the box. And I think it was Kremoski that might have missed it or somebody missed it and they waited. But Campana, man, he plays at all levels. He has the energy. He's young. He can start easily in half the league, maybe 20 teams. Okay? 20 teams would trade for Campana. I'm telling you. That kid can play, dude. And you want a jersey that you can buy? Obviously, you would buy Messi. Because that one can be great for a long time to come. But we've had like a turnstile of names come and go. They have stuck with the bell, and he's young. And this is a guy that whenever, he's a pro. When Messi and Suarez are back, he doesn't say anything. He goes back to the bench. He comes off the bench. And this is a kid that can make a stink if he wanted to and say, hey, man, I'm ready to go. The only knock that has ever happened with Campana is that he's had to deal with some injuries, some hamstrings and stuff like that. That's his only knock that he has. But outside of that, dude, he's an outstanding player. He's a money player. Not only does he score, but he is a money player. He makes big scores, important scores. So for me, William Quigley and Cutter's Edge Pro, they dominate South Florida, Dade, Broward, Palm Beach counties. They got over 70 trucks. Call them 954-472-0622. They're MVPs every single day here in South Florida. By the way, folks, Cutter's Edge Pro, okay, landscaping is awesome. It makes your home, your business look great, your HOA complex look great, all that. You can get irrigation. You can get lighting with them. You can get artificial turf. But let me tell you something about landscaping, okay? Landscaping can also save you a crap ton of money. Landscaping can also make your life more pleasure in your life. I think you want that, right? Let me tell you something. Fill up your backyard with trees and plants everywhere. You want as much shade as possible for the dogs, for you. You can hang out in the backyard on the days that it's 95 degrees. You got lots of trees and all that. It's going to be 85. It's going to be 80. It's going to be 75 sometimes. Even when it starts raining, you won't feel it early on because you'll have protection. The more trees and plants you put around your home, okay, it'll look great, but it also gets the heat away from your home, and the trees absorb it. At the same time, your AC inside works less. You know what I mean? It pays off in so many ways. Not only does it increase the value, not only do your dogs love playing on artificial turf, I'm telling you, I'm inspired. I want to add more and more trees to my house. It protects it from the wind. It protects it in storms, all of those kind of things, man. It is so beneficial. And so that's why I tell you, Cutter's Edge Pro, reach out to them, 954-472-0622. You need pillars of stability in life. Okay, William Quigley and Cutter's Edge Pro has been a pillar of stability here in South Florida. The landscaping will be a pillar of stability. Leo Campana, since he has been with InterMiami, has been a pillar of stability, and he is our Cutter's Edge Pro MVP of the night.
The MVP of the night is brought to you by CuttersEdgePro.com. Servicing HOAs, condominiums, townhomes, commercial properties, corporate parks, and malls throughout South Florida. CuttersEdgePro.com. Providing South Florida MVP performance every day of the year.
All right. Let's see. Can someone tell C. Dola to unblock me? Tell him I miss him and he didn't mean to hurt his feelings. Stephen A. once mentioned on air about kicking a field goal on 3rd and 4th down. That was totally incorrect about kicking it over on 4th down. If the holder fumbles the snap, what an idiot. Anyway, I'm so surprised Ecuador didn't call Campana to play. I know, right? I know. It's weird because I know that Robert Taylor has kind of turned down the Finland stuff. So, but at least they called him. And he's like, nah, I'm going to focus on MLS, which, selfishly, I'm like, yeah, bro, thank you. We need you, bro. We lost Messi and Suarez and Rojas now. It's like, and we've had injuries and all that. It's like, Taylor, you're staying? Dude, I love you, I know Finnish people are probably pissed at me right now. All one of them. I don't know how many we actually have watching. But I get it. I'm sorry. Sorry. But yeah, no, man. You and Campana, you don't want to. Hey, bro, we need him. We're good. We're good. We're deep, man. We're deep. It's fun to watch Inter Miami. They played well yesterday, right? It was. They possessed the ball well. The passes are. It's getting like infectious, with the Busquets, Messi visions are helping these youngsters, man. Good shit, man. Good shit. Let's see. What else do we have? The only team in all of the leagues and all the playoffs that has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit was 82 years ago, the Toronto Maple Leafs. They beat the Detroit Red Wings. Yeah, this ends on Friday anyways. They'll get their 2 games, and they'll win 6. No big deal. Let's see. Big O, thanks for signing the cap. And just want you to know that the quality of the shirts and caps are top quality. Yes, they are. Thank you. Yeah. Alan Blanco's not going to make anything back because then, but obviously I want to make sure that, first of all, John Rigoni does an excellent job with our designs, first and foremost. He did an awesome job with the blind ass fan alert. We're working on a new Bitcoin type shirt. Okay. That's going to be, but it's going to be like a next level type of thing. It's going to be really, really cool. And so we're working on that. But Rigoni has done so good with our Bitcoin shirts, our 305 shirts, the 2 different types of blind ass fan shirts, the bring the logo back, which, by the way, Steve is getting one today. It's there on the chair. We'll show it to you in a minute if you haven't seen it. And then we added the colors. You guys asked for colors, and I didn't think about that. We just had them in white. And then all of a sudden that has been our top orders, which, more people wanted color shirts than white shirts. So, now we're in the process of doing all those. And once we catch up to that, then we'll start to add stuff. But I want to, we bombarded 3A Graphics at a terrible time for them. And so, that's why you got to give me a little patience there. But again, if you want to purchase anything, you can hit our shop and support our platform as always. And we appreciate that. And if you need me to sign the cap, please make sure you put it on there and I'll sign the cap. True World says, I played hockey for 27 years and their play and what they're doing wrong and right. I called Florida in 6 before the series. Let's hope I'm right. Let's hope you're right, sir. Chris Duquette says, Big O, so glad I found you again. I quit listening to local shit after all the swaps and shit started happening. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. And we've been out here 4 years. We just celebrated 4 years on June 15th. So it's been great. It's funny when people are like, hey, man, I missed you on QAM. And we've been here since we left QAM, So I appreciate all of you out there as always. And let's see. I see official Mike No-Go Zones is on Instagram. Kyle Searles, 1988 on Instagram. David Peltz, 85 on Instagram. David Perez, 728 on Instagram. And Rico Vision also has joined on Instagram. Thank you all out there. Those of you joining us, I appreciate you all out there as always. If there's anything that comes on Twitter that I don't see, tell me so I can. And I can't pull up my Twitter here, and I wouldn't be able to see it. That's kind of weird, right? Shouldn't I be able to do that? Let me see. Okay, here we go. So on Twitter, here you go. So when you hit it, You hit it, no? So you got to literally, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so it'll show up now if I have it like this. Okay. All right. Well, somebody on Twitter send me a message just for a test to see if I do see it, if Sean is right. Just because I do have the live chat up. So, okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I got the chat up now. All right, so I might be so now that I ignited it, maybe it'll show up. So there we go. So that way I don't only get the YouTube folks, I can get the Twitter folks, I can get the Instagram folks, and I can exchange with you all out there. I like it. I like it. All right. By the way, Caitlin Clark continues to kick ass. Did you see that now? She's tearing it up, dude. What's that? Did I get it? I haven't gotten anything there. I just put we're here and I haven't gotten anything. There it goes. It says test from Sean Stanley. There we go. Okay, good. All right. So Indiana won last night and they've won now 5 of 7 and they have their first 4-game winning streak at home since August of 2015. They have sucked for a long time, dude. She had 18 points and 12 rebounds. I think she also had like 6 assists, something like that also. But man, she is killing it. And 6 TV networks have broken WNBA viewership records this season with Caitlin Clark starring in all of them. Okay? That is officially what you call a superstar in your league. Okay? It was CBS with 2.25 million viewers, Fever versus Sky. 2.10 million on ESPN2, Fever versus The Sun. ABC, 1.7 million, Fever at Liberty. ESPN, 1.56, Fever versus Sun. 1.02, Fever versus Mystics on Ion. NBA TV, 430,000, Fever at Liberty. 6 networks, those are their top NBA games they've ever put on their networks. All Fever games. Oh, by the way, Reese is only in one of those 6. Because Angel Reese, she does a great job of riding her coattails. Let me play the Joker. Because Batman needed the Joker. I mean, you need the Joker, you need the Penguin. I mean, they play vital roles, but they're not Batman. And she's Batman. I just, I'm going to keep rubbing it in just to make sure, that the ignorant fools know their place. You know what I'm saying? So that girl, that girl is a special cat. So, but anyway, what can I tell you? There we go. All right. I just give her props, man. She alone is giving that league exposure like it's never had before. People are flocking to. They move her games to NBA arenas. The attendance records, the viewership records are all because she's an absolute badass. So impressive stuff, Mike. I mean, the proof is there constantly over and over and over again, dude. There's a lot of really good players, and we've seen a lot of really good players in the past. Okay, but no one has moved the needle like her. No one has crossed over like her. And the proof is constantly there, dude. Constantly there. I'm looking forward to her next season. Why? Because she's going to be she's one of these stars. And she's going to do the same thing a Dwayne Wade does, a LeBron James does, whatever, dude. A Venus, a Serena. She's going to do the same thing that they all do. They go back into the laboratory, and whatever you thought of their game, then they go fix that, and they go get better at that. And one thing that she'll need to get, I bet you she'll be a lot stronger next year. I bet you she's going to get in that gym, and they're going to work on her strength, and then with her abilities, I commend her, and the way she's carried herself, she's an amazing example. Angel Reese shows you exactly how not to carry yourself. Okay, but again, you need the Joker. They don't watch for Charles Oakley. They watch for Steph Curry. That's all, dude. It's all good. You need certain players, but stars are at another level. They bring ratings. They bring eyes. They sell jerseys. They put butts in seats. And the proof is constant, dude. Constant. I actually was watching that game yesterday. I was watching Inter, and I was watching that game yesterday. And so, yeah, because I was interested to see, again, how many WNBA games do you end up watching? You know what I mean? And you end up watching, usually now you're watching games that she's involved. How many games did you watch or moments or stopped or whatever in WNBA this year? Yeah, but how many
Clayton Clark stuff? That's all I've done.
Exactly. That was my question. Yeah. How many did you stop to watch without Caitlin Clark?
No, none.
So when you watched, those of you that have even made the journey to watch any WNBA games or moments or a quarter or 5 minutes, how many of you did it without Caitlin Clark? So it's like a percentage that is, it's less than 5%. Less than 5%. Unless you are a legitimate WNBA fan that you just watch it every year. Outside of that. But in general, the people that just got turned on or want to watch or just are curious or whatever, at least 95% of what they've watched, it has to all do with Caitlin Clark. That's all. So it just, I'm going to hammer it away because there's some stupid, ignorant shit going on out there. And so I like to call it out. It needs to be called out. Anyway, what else do we have? Caitlin Clark is the real deal. Those other NBA players need to stop hating and embrace her already. Yep. You gotta stop the hate. You gotta embrace. Clark is looking really comfortable. Not yet. Wait till next year. Wait till next year. You know what I'm saying? So next year is when you'll see her take a next step. Ragin says a great rivalry is always good for ratings. Yeah, if it's a rivalry, I don't see it necessarily as a rivalry. I see it as an instigator, an antagonist for her. That's all. But Reese is nowhere near her level. It's not even close. It's not a rivalry. It's really about the teams. You know what I mean? So if one has the better team, they're going to win. But the player, the game, Angel Reese doesn't play anything that's sexy. That's where the ignorance steps in. That's why I say you don't watch Charles Oakley, you watch Steph Curry. That's what I say. Okay? You need Udonis Haslem, but you're going to watch for Alonzo Mourning and Tim Hardaway and Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. You need P.J. Brown. You got to have Grant Long. I'm with you. Give me James Posey. I got to have him. But that's not what's going to bring in what the butts. No, that's not what's going to get the ratings. That's not what's going to sell jerseys. Forgive me. Just not. No, they're important players in their own right. You need them. You got to have Montour, but they go for Kachuk. You can have the Lamborghini, but they go for Barkov. You understand what I'm saying? And so what Caitlin Clark does, her shooting and her passing, bro, Angel Reese doesn't do shit compared to that. Nothing. She's a big girl that plays inside. Big deal. She ain't got no real sweet. She's no Cheryl Miller. Are you kidding me? She's no Lisa Leslie. You know what I'm saying? She's not even Frances Savage, as I love to reference her, because most of you will never know who she is, but I want her to know that I'll never forget who she is, because, that's when women's basketball obviously was completely off the map, and I still followed it and went, and I am a huge admirer of Frances Savage. Frances Savage on one leg is better than Angel Reese. On one leg. She can have a prosthetic leg in the second one. Don't give her two legs because it's not even fair then at that point. You want talent? You want like a skill that's beautiful? Go watch Frances Savage with a 17-foot turnaround jumper from the baseline. Money. Unstoppable. You're like, a woman doing a turnaround 17-footer. Did you see that shit? Like, that's you know what I'm saying? So, man, I've been at this for a long time. I know bullshit when I see it. And that whole Angel Reese stuff and that other girl, that's all bullshit. They're riding her coattails. And many of you have made it too much of a racial issue. And then that's exposed you for your bias. Because, there's bias one way and there's bias the other way too. So we want to make sure we call out that bias. And boy, I'm calling it out big and hammering it home. Because I'm going to nail it down and prove to you with stats, with viewership, moving the needle. She moves the needle. Angel Reese, she's riding coattails. There ain't no rivalry there. There ain't no comparison of talent. There ain't no comparison of impact. She is Tiger Woods to her sport right now. Okay? That's what she is. She's Venus Williams to her sport right now. She is she's a Serena. Not Venus and Serena early on. But she's a phoenix for her entire sport as it is. And if you don't see it, you're pretty freaking stupid. You know what I'm saying? She's the Kobayashi of her sport. What's the other guy? If it's not Kobayashi, what's the other? Joey. She's the chestnut. She's the chestnut of her sport. She is the Pied Piper, dude. She's the Pied Piper. Steve, welcome aboard. Wait a minute. Get him his mic there.
Big O, hello.
So have you watched any WNBA? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a half hour, a quarter?
Less than 15 minutes.
And all 15 minutes, who was the one person that was involved in those 15 minutes?
Well, unfortunately, not unfortunately. I was watching because I was interested about Caitlin
Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
That's my point. People never watched it. The people that watched it, 95% of the people are only watching because of her.
And I've seen a dozen highlights. Right? She's fun to watch. She's very good.
Yeah,
very good. Seems like she's
her vision is her passing.
She's got a good game. She literally, even when you're watching, I only watched it a short period of time, but it seems like that's all they're talking about is her.
Right.
You know, but it seems like there's nobody else on the team.
Right.
They could get a couple other players.
No,
for her.
They do. They have.
They need that like tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
But she
handles everything.
Yeah, off the court too, pretty good. So very good. So really, she's put the WNBA
on the
map in the last 6 months. 3 months. 3 months.
She helped also boost college basketball.
Female college basketball.
As good as South Carolina is, and they are the Yankees of college basketball.
They're phenomenal, and they're going to be good for a long time too.
Right. Because Deuce was a great player.
Yeah.
We're old. We saw her play. We
and
saw her dominate.
She knows how to pick. You know, she knows how to recruit.
She's the shit, dude. She's the shit. She's a superstar.
Yeah.
She's a superstar player, superstar leader. She's a superstar. Deuce Staley.
But she's
not
like
Deuce Staley. Deuce.
Staley. That was the
Don Staley. Don Staley. I'm the Philly running back.
Philly. That was
anyway, and so
Eagle. That was an Eagle.
Yeah.
Deuce.
Yeah. The Eagle. And so So even with the Carolina, with South Carolina dominating, she took women's basketball to just a whole nother level, dude.
It's almost as if she took a little something away from South Carolina because they were so good, but everybody was talking about Caitlin Clark.
Right. So they were the team. She was the focal point.
Yeah. And look, the WNBA, everybody involved, players, fans, owners, stadiums, wherever they should all be sort of grateful that this has occurred. This is like an amazing thing that has occurred.
A blessing.
Like all of a sudden,
you know where I was wrong? I said, no, she doesn't belong on the U.S. national team. I get it. Because she.
Oh no! I think that's a huge miss.
That was a huge miss. I am now wrong because I realized they gave Diana Taurasi, who's 41. I know she's a super legend in the sport.
Yeah.
But they don't need her, and I get it that but she's already won gold medals. You probably should have put Caitlin there, even if she only plays a few minutes, even if she plays in blowouts or whatever. But it just brings notoriety to the sport, and you need it as much as possible, man.
She should have absolutely not been snubbed. However, she took it pretty well.
She does.
She took it like a champ, like
she
unbelievable.
Does everything. That's the other. That's what makes you like her even more.
Yeah, because
they approached her the other day. Well, you're like the middle of a racial divide now, and she
she knows how to handle that at the highest level.
Wow, it was like
people can learn from her.
I can learn from her.
People, athletes,
I can learn.
Regular guys walking down the street can learn from her.
I can learn from her.
She's exceptional now. And look, she's going to have a great career. I love the way she handled the Olympic thing. She's like, they'll be at the Olympics.
Yeah. That'll give me time to get better, and it'll give me fire for the next one. And it's
it's awesome, unbelievably awesome.
She's everything about her is just money, dude. You know what I mean? So I just want. I want the sport needs to appreciate her, not like
everybody.
I've never seen a sport that is trying to bring down their money ticket. That's like Messi coming to the league and guys elbowing him and tackling him and trying to take out his knees.
Injure him so that we can ruin our ticket to the fame here.
Meanwhile, every stadium he's playing and he's selling out every MLS stadium he goes to. You know what I mean?
I like the jersey.
Thank you.
I like the jersey.
Yeah, well, they won last night again without Messi.
No, they're a good team.
They won Saturday and they won today without Messi.
They're an exceptionally good team.
Yeah.
But it's just fun to see Messi around. I mean, at this point now, Messi is Miami.
No, he's the draw.
And he's been here less than a year, and he's Miami.
He's a draw, but I've had so much fun Saturday and Wednesday watching them win without Messi and Suarez and Rojas, and to watch the young guys, because now that they're deep, man. And what's happening is that this playing time is really good because it gets them better. And then when they get the guns back, every time we come out off the bench with waves, because Campana is a starter on 20 teams, and he scores for us all the time.
So when do you think the new stadium will be finished? And they're saying 27.
No, I think 26 they'll have it.
Oh, 26, yes, but people are saying because construction and and all
the one in Fort Lauderdale took 8 months, right?
Where they play now? Yeah, but that's way smaller.
Doesn't matter. They built that stadium
in 8 freaking months.
It's a nice place to view a game.
Break ground, stadium suites. Have you been there?
I've been there, but
it's not just 2 stands, dude.
No, I know.
No, there's a lot. They built an entire training facility back there, an academy.
But the parking is a mess.
No, dude,
the parking is a mess.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
No, but you got to go to the game experience. You got to get there. You got to park.
You asked me. He is Moss Tech, right? Construction is his thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I get it.
He built that bitch in 8 months.
That's very good. I don't think it's going to happen in Dade County.
The cities and counties in this country can build a parking lot in 8 months.
Well, that's good because
we were building the Miami or the American Airlines Arena, and it got on fire.
Well, listen, that's my worry. I don't think 26 is going to happen. I think it's going to slip into 27. And I don't like that. I don't like it.
I disagree with you.
I don't know if Messi's good. How long has Messi got here?
I disagree with you 1,000%.
I hope you're right.
No, I know I'm right. You know why? It's private money that's running this bitch.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. It's
8 months.
Oh, yeah. Then I stand corrected. It's private money. I forgot that. I forgot all about it.
If Fort Lauderdale was going to build that stadium, it would have took 2 years.
2 years.
No,
he's a good mayor. He's a good mayor.
Seiler, Jack Seiler?
No.
Oh, he's Fort Lauderdale, right?
He's Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, but no, Fort Lauderdale. No, it's Seiler's out, I think.
Jack Seiler's out?
No, who's the guy?
Who's in Fort Lauderdale now? I forgot.
He's a good guy. My wife gets emails from him. He's a decent guy.
Okay, but it doesn't matter.
He's a good guy.
It's city stuff. It's 8 years.
What's his name?
No, they would have been
it's
terrible.
really bad. It's really bad because I live in Fort Lauderdale.
Commissioners would have argued for 2 years about it. Just argue about it.
Yeah. So Dean. Yeah, Dean. So Dean is from Wilton Manors, but he represents pretty well. He represents well. He represents the city well. He's the guy that's been pounding on his chest saying, the InterMiami is playing in Fort Lauderdale. They're not in Miami. As a joke.
Oh yeah.
He's saying it as a joke.
Yeah.
He's a decent guy. He's a decent guy.
Yeah.
I like him. He's a decent guy. Now, being said,
my retort to that would be, relax, dude.
It's not going to be forever.
They built a hell of a beautiful facility for you that permanently will be there in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
And they redid your high school football field because the Moss brothers also built a stadium on the side for the football, for high school football. They built a soccer academy. They built a stadium.
No, he's cool. He makes it as a PR thing.
He better be cool. You know why? Because Broward rarely ever spends on pro teams.
Yeah, well, now
Dade is the one that does all that stuff.
So listen, I want to tell your viewers, thank you so much for this. Bring back the the old logo, right?
Yes.
It's a beautiful shirt, right?
I see it.
It's a beautiful shirt, right?
And you can get this on our website in multiple colors. Right now, we have it in white right away. We can send it right away.
Bring back the old Fins logo. I love it.
Bring back the old
Thank you very
Fins
much.
logo.
Now, we're kind of and Sean is sporting it right now, looking good.
Yes.
So in the spirit of, we were talking about, the mayor of Fort Lauderdale and stuff, and thank you for this beautiful T-shirt gift. I decided I would bring a gift. You may jump over the table and Sean will hold me down. You might be punching me if you see this gift.
Why?
It's just one of these
a gift.
things.
It's a good.
So let me give you a story.
The thought that counts.
So a couple of years ago, I'm president. We had 3 of them left. We have 3 left. We bought 1,000. We have 3 left. I brought one over for you.
Okay.
So a couple years ago, I guess it was 6 years ago, not a couple, and we had a President's Day, and the marketing team was brainstorming. What should we do? We want to do something, do a giveaway for the customers and something a little unique. And
oh God, it's a Trump bobblehead.
No, come on, now you're ruining it. Now, please open it up for your viewers and the squeeze it out. So you gotta squeeze it out.
Watch it be a Trump bobblehead. It's
and
gotta
so,
be.
It was.
You gave it away already.
Yeah,
by
I kind of gave it away.
Story
really bad.
Gave it away.
Really bad intro there. Really bad intro.
I tell you guys all the time, my gut is like it's not only fat, but it's pretty good actually.
Right. So it's remember this is on President's Day 2017. So I don't know. Maybe just a little visitor for. I don't want to cause any kind of conflicts here.
I don't really give a shit about that.
There you go. There you go. You can throw it off the balcony. You can put it on your nightstand, wherever you'd like to put it.
Huh?
His head's sort of backwards there. I
Well,
mean,
that's the way he likes it, actually. He tells everybody he's not fat.
he's pretty fat, too.
Yeah, he's incredibly
he
fat.
makes me look good.
He's a fat ass, actually, is
You
what
know?
he is. Give me a break.
So we remember, I worked for the guy for 12 years. Now your viewers will never listen to me again. Forget it. I don't want to talk to that guy.
A job's a job, bro.
You
You got to do a job. You got to do a
he
job.
was
You know
very
what I'm
good
saying?
to me.
Huh?
Probably got it as a gift a couple years back, 5 or 6 years back. I think it was 6 years, but I worked for him for 12 years. He was fine. He probably forgot my name 27 times, but that's okay. It's all right. I mean, that was probably a good thing. That was probably a good thing, you know. And I remember when he got elected, I was down here in Hialeah, and about that day, like I got like 7 phone calls, and this is how every phone call started. Can you believe it? The people that, these were executives that I used to work with. They're like, can you believe what just happened today? Like when he got the day after the election, I was like, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? But anyhow, sometimes we have 2 bad options and you got to pick your poison.
Yeah, no. Oh, no. And now it's
the poison now is like you want to pay rent for, maybe we want to one.
And no, and for crypto, it's like now it's a mission because they're both pandering now to crypto.
Yeah, that's a political bullshit thing right now.
For both of them,
yes.
But the reality is there's actually like real Republicans that have been fighting for crypto for several years now.
Yeah.
Cynthia Loomis. We just lost McHenry. He stepped down with all these other, like the other 4 Republicans that like I'm out of here, bro.
They're retiring.
Like, I'm out of here.
Retiring.
Like I'm out of here, bro. I can't take this. You know,
it's too crazy.
So he left, but we still have Mark Emmer and Loomis, and we have a few others, but they're all Republicans.
Yeah,
they're all Republicans that have been fighting for Bitcoin for several years. So the thing, then you look at, and then Biden has only been against Bitcoin
and his actions speak louder than his word, or his inaction.
Yeah, exactly. He's been against it the whole time, and that personally drives me crazy because I know that it's what's best for the rest of us, and it's what's best for the world.
But Big O, you taught me something.
World.
But Big O, you taught me something. I'm going to have to give you your lesson back.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling you about how the NFL isn't about the fans, and you're like, come on, Steve, you know that the NFL is not about the fans. They're about making money, right? They don't care about the fans, right? Well, do you really think that the politicians care about us?
No.
They care about themselves getting elected.
That's what
they care less about the average schmo.
That's why they just approved the Ethereum ETFs. They were going, Biden and against all these were going hard against it. And then all of a sudden they saw that they were first losing all the court cases. And then they saw that now all of a sudden 50 million Americans own crypto. And they're like, we're going to lose that vote. And then Trump went all in on crypto. And so they're like, oh, crap, he's going to take those votes because people are going to vote with their wallets.
So these politicians aren't doing it because of
pandering.
Sean and Big O and Steve. They're pandering for a vote,
right.
And so why don't you just, I don't know. Anyhow, that being said, I do want to say, you mentioned Joey Chestnut the other day.
Yes.
Earlier today,
mm-hmm.
or earlier by 5-10 minutes ago. And I think Sean could give Joey a little run for his money.
No shot.
Come on.
No. Yeah. Haven't you noticed that the people that eat and win are skinny?
Like little like
it's
how
never
does that happen?
It's never a big dude. It's never a big dude.
Oh, they have it's a technique. It's all
but a fat guy never picks up the same technique.
Yeah. I didn't say Sean was fat. I said he can have a run for his money.
No, He's
pleasantly.
I'm just telling you,
size.
No, but but it's interesting how a fat guy who is already got a bigger stomach than the skinny guy from the get-go, and it's you know what? It's the same mystery I have with American soccer. I knew he was going to look at me like that.
What are you
Okay,
talking
it's a
about?
theory that I've
Yeah.
had that he's heard this theory already, so he's been with me for a few years.
This one, I'm
Why
interested.
haven't we dominated in American soccer? I mean, in international soccer, why do we not have the best athletes in the world?
We certainly, I believe we do.
We do, right?
But we have too many.
But we win in
sports.
basketball.
But we have too many sports.
But wait a minute, hold on. No. Listen to me now. We win in anything, right?
We win in a lot of things. Yeah, most things.
Anything that we put our minds to. Okay, so let me ask you something. You know how tall Messi is?
I don't know, what is he? 5'11"?
No, he's 5'6".
5'6"?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what Maradona was? 5'5". You know what Pele was? 5'7", 5'8", I believe it was.
So short guys are faster?
All
or quicker?
Like 95% of the historic stars in soccer, the scorers,
The big guys, yeah.
are all short guys.
We have short guys in the United States.
Exactly. But they don't play football. They don't play basketball. They don't play hockey. Yeah. Theo Fleury's going to escape. And so is Wes Welker and Pedroia.
Doug
and
Flutie.
Doug Flutie. You know, there's going to be an outlier in every sport. You know what I'm saying? A little guy is going to get in there and all that. But most little guys never play American sports. They go on to be lawyers and doctors and firemen and teachers and all that shit. And for years, for decades that I've been doing this show, I'm like, bro, what is it about our short athletes that they haven't figured out? They can go make a shit ton of money
and
playing international
and have a lot
soccer.
of success in soccer.
If you're Iniesta from Spain, you're 5'6". If you, I mean, I could just go on and on and on and on. Huh?
It's still short.
Neymar's 5'8". Yeah.
5'8", yeah.
Bro, none of those people play American sports. And we have and here's the other thing that I counter you. Every one of us in every neighborhood in America, I don't care what neighborhood you lived in, Italian, American, black, white, Hispanic, I don't give a shit. How many did you have that you had one or two guys that were short, that were phenomenal athletes in your neighborhood, right?
We had a good basketball player, a very good basketball
You
player.
can always remember the short guy that was a phenomenal athlete that you knew, bro, if that guy had 5 more inches, he'd be the best baseball player in town. He'd be the best football player. Short guy, he'd throw it from center field and hit the catcher, and you're like, holy crap. You know, we had a guy named Angel in our town. In our neighborhood, we had another guy named Romero that we just, you know, he was just like a guy that was a redheaded guy, and he was short, and he was the best athlete in the neighborhood, constantly picked on every team for every sport. But you knew that he wasn't ever going to be a pro because he was going to be too short.
Another size.
And we all had, and so for decades, I go, what happened? Why didn't short American athletes say, bro, I get you can't play football, basketball, and baseball and hockey, go play soccer? Because almost all of the historic stars, they're all shorties.
Well, you're onto a
Valderrama.
You're
He was
onto a
like
theory.
5'7". His hair made him 6 foot. But he was really like 5'7", 5'6",
but
or
there's
something.
Another problem, Big O. You know, like even this is happening a little to like in high school sports. Now you got football. Now you got lacrosse. Now you got guys specializing. You know, I hate that. Like when guys are like a baseball player, they can't possibly play a sport in the fall because I'm a baseball player. Maybe that short baseball player could have played soccer. So I think there's a little bit of a weird thing in high school sports where we got too many sports and people are saying you got to play one.
Well, yeah, that's changed. That's changed this.
I hate that. Like, why don't you, like that baseball player, why doesn't he play soccer in the fall? Why doesn't he do something in the winter? You know, there's 3 seasons. And so I think your theory is 1,000% on target. I also think, anyhow, high school sports is
soccer and football at the same time.
No, baseball. If a baseball player can play soccer.
By the way, Skylar Tipton chimes in. Damn, that fat joke aimed at Sean. Wow.
I wasn't saying a fat joke.
Don't take it back.
Was that a joke?
Say it with your chest.
I said you're pleasantly sized. Pleasantly sized.
So, and then he followed up from this angle. From this angle, Ray Sosa says he looks like Paige Sporanic.
That's a hell of a look.
No, that's not it.
That's a hell of a look.
You know Paige Sporanic? She's a golf enthusiast.
She's
actually a good
I don't
golfer,
know her, but now
she tried to go pro. She didn't, but she's now like made it as a.
Is she got like a center of gravity issue?
No. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. That
Maybe
could be.
her swing's just a little off.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun Instagram that you can follow.
Anyhow, so
we're here to we're what's it called? We're conduits of fun here.
So make sure we just want to mention that we have two big things. We got sports betting.
And me.
I didn't say. I was defending you.
Us.
I was defending you. He's called you a fat guy. I was like, what do you mean calling him a fat? I didn't call him a fat guy. Right? And now
he's Sean and I'm O, and we're here to pump you up.
So, at any rate, we have sports. This is a good segue. Let me get out of that conversation. I think I'm going to lose that one. So, sports betting, we have the app. Make sure people know about it. It's all good. It's listed. It's on the screen. It's just a matter of time. Sooner or later, we'll stop hearing all the media about what the Tua deal is going to be and what it's not going to be. They'll figure it out and they'll be playing the games. So right now it's a little bit of a lull. A little bit of a lull in this. I mean, although in Florida we do have the Cats. The Panthers are.
It's Friday, baby. Friday we get the cup. Friday we seal the deal.
Is it Sunday and Monday?
It's Friday.
Oh, it's Friday and Monday.
Friday and Monday, yes.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday. Or is it Tuesday? They have 3 days off? No, it'll be 2 days off. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. Okay.
I thought it was whatever.
Either way.
Hopefully
there'll be no game 7.
Hopefully there's not a need for game 7.
And hopefully if there's a game 7, let's get somebody with life to hit the drum. That was.
But the only thing I'd say is, if you win it in Houston, though, if you win it, not in Houston, but you'd like to win it at home.
You mean Edmonton?
Yeah, Edmonton. Yeah, Houston Oilers. I went back a couple years there.
Same neighborhood. It's right there,
it's
right
the
next
street.
to each other.
It's probably down the street, right?
Edmonton, Houston.
It's close enough, right?
Yeah, they all wear cowboy hats.
It's Monday. Yeah, I think 7 is Monday.
It's Monday. Right.
Yeah, it's Friday, Monday.
Yeah, on
Friday,
the road
Monday.
trips, they give them 2 days off.
Yeah. Because they got to travel.
There'll be none of that.
Yeah,
it ends on Friday.
But good organization. They should. Although it's the Oilers have been making a little bit of a series of it. But I'm all about I think the Panthers are a much better team. But back to sports betting, you can bet it on the app. Hialeah Park. You have the QR code, and don't forget, what is that last Saturday? Big 29th. But it's really at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's gaming day. It's gaming day to 29th. $50,000. The billboards are up. Winner take all.
Yeah. 50,000, man. I could use 50,000.
Yeah, that would add a little something to you.
That would be good.
That will pump you up.
And if this dip can hold till then, that is good because we're about to explode. So that'll be good.
So we got
where are we at right now?
50,000 winner take all. We got sports betting, and we got beautiful live poker right here. Look at the high hand. High hand's easy to beat right now.
We got 50,000, and it's at 65, so you can nearly get an entire Bitcoin.
There you go. Buy a whole Bitcoin.
Almost.
You know what, though? You can't buy is, you'd only be able to buy at this point about how many shares of NVIDIA? NVIDIA is
it's split.
I know it's split, but it's like still going up.
Oh, no, of course. Well, yeah.
A lot of them have, when Google split and Netflix, not Netflix.
But NVIDIA feeds too many things. AI is the future.
Man.
Are you watching all these companies close? Because of in California they raised it to $20
the minimum wage.
Yeah, so like an Arby's just closed that was open for 55 years.
I know.
And they can't. So guess what's coming? Automation is coming. AI.
Yeah.
And so all of that, and NVIDIA feeds the AI chips for your cars, your microwaves,
your retail checkout points,
everything, dude. Everything.
Have you been to McDonald's recently?
Yeah.
I mean, you go in.
They have the kiosks now.
Yeah, it's so weird. You walk in, you don't really know where to go. You're
right.
like, oh shit, there's no humans here.
Right.
Let me go to this TV screen.
And soon enough, you'll be talking to an NFT.
Yeah,
and
probably,
people. No,
probably,
I'm serious.
Probably.
It'll be an NFT. It'll be a frame, right? That'll be like a person that has complete dialogue and everything. And you're going to tell them, hey, I want a cheeseburger, no mustard, add mayonnaise. And the person will respond, cheeseburger, no, add mayonnaise, whatever, boom. And they'll order it. And they won't need somebody to take your order. They won't need any of that. They only need somebody to run all of the,
Big O, the only
2 or 3 people. There's a Starbucks I read about recently. It has 300 coffee makers inside of it, like lattes and whatever the hell you order. It's like 300 of them inside. 2 people running the entire store.
Wow. Well, that's what happens. Technology. I'm going to give you a casino. I'm going to give you a casino technology thing. It's a long time ago, about 20 years ago.
Well, you got the babes down there dealing poker.
No, but here's dealing blackjack.
Yeah, blackjack.
And they'll say, "Come play with me."
Yeah.
Right? So it's a video screen.
They're gifted like Paige Sporanic.
Yeah. They're probably about.
If you want to play poker against Paige Sporanic, come to Hialeah Park.
No, blackjack. That was.
I'm sorry. If you want to play blackjack against Paige Sporanic-like women, come to Hialeah Park.
We have that. But I'll give you a technology. I'll give you 2 technology stories real quick. Back, in the old days when I started, and for 20 years in my career, there was quarters and actual coins in the slot machines.
I remember.
And then we got rid of all the coins, and they became a ticket. And that literally every casino in Atlantic City, 300 people lost their job overnight. Like that. It was like the wildest thing. And it was like it took 6 months, and 10 places adopted it overnight. Next thing you know, there was no change people.
Right.
No coin, nothing. And it was wow. That was technology.
They used to collect your little dime in the toll plaza too, right? Remember?
You hit the toll, right, exactly. Yeah. Your token. Maybe you had
those are the infancy stages.
Yeah, right. Now you're doing 80 miles an hour, and you're like, I guess I just paid a toll.
Yeah, you just paid a toll.
I'm a New Jersey guy. I mentioned New Jersey almost some shows, not always.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you know. I'm from New Jersey. Yeah.
Rarely.
Yeah. So I gotta bitch about New Jersey.
I thought he was from Saginaw.
Yes, it could have been. Yeah, maybe Saginaw's a suburb of Jersey, but the governor there, they just need to hang him. Just throw him out in the ocean. Yeah. He's horrible.
Yeah.
He has raised the tolls. Okay. When I was in college, now it was a bit ago. That's being kind to myself there. It was a while ago. It used to be a quarter toll, right? Not too long ago. I was working at Hialeah Park. I've been here 11 or 12 years. The toll was like 90 cents. The quarter toll had gone to 90 cents. I happened to visit New Jersey on Father's Day. I went to see my son. Shout out to Steve in Philadelphia, Steve Jr. And we had a great golf day. I actually beat him. I think maybe he was just being kind.
What were the people in the area where you were at?
Oh, the Pineys. We went. Yeah, I got to tell you about the Pineys, right? But so I'm going to the tolls. The Pineys are better. It's better than the Pineys. So I'm going through the toll. $2.20. Governor Murphy has raised the tolls to $2. The quarter toll that I knew it as a quarter toll, which maybe recently was 90 cents, maybe $1.10, is now $2.20. It's ridiculous. I just want everybody to know that Governor Murphy's the worst thing on the planet.
And we pay like $1.30 to go from like 12 miles here.
I know.
This was. Then you got to pay a toll. I'm telling you, it's $2.20. This is a quarter toll. Anyhow, let's talk about the Pineys. The Pineys are, they're the whole different world. You guys truly don't understand the Pineys.
We don't want to understand the Pineys.
No. It's like this is my. I'm Larry. This is my brother Larry. My other brother Larry. That's who the Pineys are, right?
Hillbillies.
Yeah, they're in the center of New Jersey. Nobody really lives there. Just the Jersey Devil and the Loch Ness monsters and stuff like that. The weird stuff, right? So my son says, "Hey, yeah, So there, he goes right in between you and I. He's in Philadelphia. Is this golf course? And at Pine Ridge. And he go there, Dad, and I'll meet you there. I called up. I got a tee time. The guy was nice. It's a really nice course. Okay, great. So I go there. I have to go through the Pineys. I'm a little bit weird about where am I? I'm going through Pineyville, right? And then I get there. It's on a military base. I met with 5 Army guys, and they're like, "Can I have your military ID?" I said, "I'm sorry, I'm just trying to play golf." No, you can't. This is only for military base people. And so we had to find a alternative. So he sends me to the thing. So I have an idea. So he's behind me. He's about 5 minutes behind. So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna teach him." I said, "Hey, Steve," I said, "when you get here, just pull up to there's like a gate." So I tell the Army guy to throw me up against the wall when he sees his car coming up. And he pulls up, and I'm up against the wall like I'm getting arrested with the Army guy. I said, "Steve, what did you do?" Anyhow,
that's awesome.
I had to make a positive.
That is good. That's good stuff there.
Out of a negative. Anyhow, so
did he freak out completely or what?
He was like, and then I started laughing. So I was a bad. I thought he was going to run away, right? But
that is awesome.
So we found another course. Remember, it's Father's Day. It's 10:20.
Oh, right.
Wait. So I'm calling courses on hours. It's sold out for a week, right? Finally, I call this course, and it says, "Oh, no, come on over." Really? It's in the Pineys, right? And so I go, can I?
Was it like a putt-putt?
No, it was okay. It was it was 9 holes, but it's executive type golf course. And it says, I said, "Can I make a tee time?" "Oh, no, we don't do tee times. Just come and play." And man,
dead grass, rocks.
It's like Pineyville. It's Pineyville, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. Let me tell you how this is 2024.
So you normally shoot a 120, you shot a 227 because of all the rocks.
No, it's better than that. It's short. It's all short.
Oh, okay.
Normally I would shoot in 9 holes, it would be 50 or 60. I shot a 38 because the hole was from here to my office, So, but I get there and it was just a basically. Oh, here's what it is.
It's like a beginner's course.
Yeah, but it's been around for. There's one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 292 yards, the longest hole, but everything was 100 yards, right? So here's where it's a piney course. You know what the greens fee costs? And you get a roll of cart. You're not a golf cart.
$10.
$15. $15.
Without a card,
$15. No, there's no card. It's just $15.
Yeah.
Play as many holes as you like. We played 11. We played 11 holes.
You repeated a couple?
Yeah, I don't even understand. Well, we played 1 and 2 again. I don't know. Then we said, we don't want to play anymore. Let's go home. Let's go have some lunch. And it's enough bonding on the golf course. We've had enough.
That is
enough
awesome.
Of this, but so that's my Father's Day Piney story.
All right.
The Pineys. Someday you'll see the Pineys and you'll read about
them. No, I won't.
No, you will. You will. You'll be on your way to Atlantic City from Philadelphia. You're going to land in Philadelphia, and you're going to be on your way to Atlantic City to see a concert.
Is that the best way to go to Atlantic City? Landing in Philly?
You got to go to Atlantic City Airport. I'll get you.
Okay. So then I won't go through the Pineys.
You might be in Philly seeing a concert in Philly, and then going over to Atlantic City.
That could.
Because you're going to two for it.
That could happen. Yeah, that's true.
You're going to be in Philly seeing somebody that's
if I'm not going to be seeing people in Atlantic City.
And then to get from Philly to Atlantic City, you got to go through the Pine Barrens, and you'll see a piney or two. You'll stop in a bar and be like, "Ooh, this is what Steve said."
Now he wants me to get killed and shit.
No, you got to. I want you to have the full. I want you to have the full experience.
Knife and all in my gut. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's probably rusty.
All right.
But anyhow.
Tetanus shots and all.
Let me get out of here.
Again, $50,000 on the 29th of the evening of the 29th. It'll be at 1 a.m., so it'll be the 30th. But on the night of the 29th, you got to be here at 1 a.m. You got to be here live. But for the next couple of weeks, or actually 10 days, you can play here the slots. And every time you play a slots, you get an entry in. So come on down and take advantage. Plus, we've got the Bet Sports Now, where you can get $50, but you got to do it here. So when you're here on Saturday, get your $50 too at the same time. And we've got the $100 no regret first bet, of course. Use the QR code and use a different email or phone number if you happen to have already a Hard Rock account, which, by the way, I'm hoping that the Panthers finish them off on Friday.
They will.
Because I have the Panthers plus 850.
There you go. There you go. Now, Big O, I'm going to go a different direction. I give you this nice bobblehead. You say nothing about Trump. You say nothing political.
I did. I talked about Bitcoin. That I'm in that dilemma now.
That's more of a functional thing.
I'm in that dilemma now. What do you want me to tell you about it?
I think most of the country's in a dilemma.
Yeah, well, you're screwed either way. It doesn't matter who you're voting for. But
maybe so the average rent for a one bedroom in Miami is $2,500. Maybe at this rate, if we keep Joe and the boys, it will go to $4,000.
It's going to go. It's going to go up no matter who's in place because they're all going to print money. Trump print $8 trillion. This guy's going to do the same thing. That's where your inflation is coming from. That they keep flooding like some guy will. You had to print it because of the pandemic. No, dude, you don't answer it by printing more money. That's never the answer.
Certainly, at this point, printing money is a bad idea.
It's always been a bad idea.
No, but I know that. But now we really know.
No, they're learning it now, but you've already devalued it, and the bricks are only getting stronger and stronger. You got like 40 countries that want to now join them. And go look at most of the countries with the BRICS. Guess what they have in common? Resources.
Yeah.
Minerals, all kinds of crops, all kinds of stuff. And they're using that as their currency amongst each other, and they're dumping the dollar at the same time. So this is not getting good. So it doesn't matter whoever you vote for is going to print $10 trillion in the next 4 years.
And that's about as bad as it could be.
And that's as bad as it can be.
And I also think that the Federal Reserve has gotten way too political now.
It's all political.
I mean, Alan Greenspan, who's still alive, I may add, who's 93 years old, is probably pulling his hair out when he sees what they're doing.
It's all political.
So it's sort of a mess. But
it's a complete mess.
But that's why you got your bobblehead, so you can.
It's a complete mess, and it puts the American person behind the eight ball because they're not going to really win no matter who they vote for. But you'll either vote for whatever culture war you're a part of, or whatever you think fiscally might be better for you, whatever it is. But I don't think that in the end, if you think you're going to be better off, that's the dumbest thing there is in the world.
Yeah, but let me ask you this.
As our economy is going
straight down the
toilet.
Let's make a sports analogy. If you were to make the analogy that our team is a basketball team, right? Our country is a basketball team, right? We're not winning the game, right? So the five guys starting right now, they're not doing it.
No,
we got to put the sixth and seventh man in.
We're like the Charlotte Hornets.
If you go out with the same five guys, you're not going to win any. You're not going to win any.
We're
games.
Like the Pistons.
So I'm not saying the people should vote for whoever they'd like to vote, but what we got now, from an economic standpoint, is brutal.
Brutal.
This is as
neither
bad
one
as
has
gets.
the answers.
I know, but what we have now is really bad.
Oh yeah,
but
it's only part of what's gone on for 8 years.
Understood.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because their damage comes after, not while they're in office. While they're in office, they're kind of riding what happened, the momentum that they had, and then they add to it. And then, so you already had these two last presidents already print about, because Biden, it's going to be somewhere in the 7 to 9, 10 range of trillion that he's going to print. It'll be right around what Trump printed, or maybe a little bit more. So the last two presidents have printed $16 trillion, let's just say. And then the next, whichever one of these two gets in again, they'll print another 10. So between those two presidents in 3 terms, it doesn't matter. The guy that comes after, that won't be either one of those guys, his or her job will be impossible.
Exactly.
Because of everything that's gone on. And so really, and Bush and Obama did their damage, but it hasn't been to the equivalent of the damage that Trump and Biden have done now. And one of them will get in and will do even more damage than they already did. And so then it's just, and by the way, there's no recovery from this.
Oh, this is a 10-year recovery.
No, there's no recovery.
No, if you have the right people. I guess
you can never pay this debt off.
No, you'll never pay the debt off.
So then you can't recover.
But you can somehow moderate inflation for a reasonable period of time so that regular hardworking people can deal with it. It's going to be a tough.
I don't see that.
It's going
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I don't see that. I see it being really, really bad, and that's why I tell you, you cannot have money in your bank. The money you put in the bank is simply to pay bills. You should have a Bitcoin account. I'm not a financial advisor. You should have your money in real estate. You should have your money in gold. You should have your money in silver. You should not have your money. No money in the bank. Only money in the bank is the money that goes from into the bank, into Florida Power and Light, into the mortgage. That's it. Anything you have extra sitting there, it is dumb because it is losing value by the second. You're buying less and less and less. And so you look at your real estate. If you buy real estate, it's worth more and more and more. You started this conversation with NVIDIA. You invested in NVIDIA, it's more and more and more. And so you must put your money in somewhere where it's actually going to grow, because money literally does not grow. It gets worse and worse and worse, and you buy less and less and less. I already told you, Bitcoin is up 143%. So in the last year. So if you put $100 in the last calendar year, even with this dip right now, you're up 143%. That means you put $100, you have $243 now, right?
Pretty good.
So you're buying more eggs, right? Well, you put $10 in the bank a year ago. How many more eggs are you buying? Or $100, the same 100. Are you buying the same amount of eggs?
You got
or
106.
So
105.
You're buying with that same 100. You're buying a lot less eggs. With the same 100 a year later, the same 100 grew in Bitcoin. It grew in NVIDIA. It grew in your real estate. It grew in gold. It did not grow in money. I keep explaining this over and over and over and over again to you guys. Get out of money. Get out of money. They're destroying our dollar, and it doesn't matter if it's red or blue. If it doesn't matter if it's an elephant or a donkey. Just does not matter. So the examples are all in front of you. You just need to pay attention. Having a bank account is the dumbest. Having a savings account is the dumbest thing in the world. That money is not working for you. Make your money work for you, man. So, not a financial advisor, just a dude with a little bit of common sense.
A big fan of the future of currency.
Of human beings.
Currency, too.
Human beings.
Yeah.
I want them all there. We're broadcasting all over the world. The pound is dying. Argentina's money is dead. El Salvador's money is dead. Brazilian money is dying. The marks is dying. The ruble's dying. Invest. Do not put your money in banks. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Could be a German bank, could be an American bank, could be a Jamaican bank. Every currency in the world is dog shit. Every country in the world is in debt, major debt, and none of them are going to recover from it. So this goes for, I don't care what language you speak. I don't care what world, what country you're in. This goes for anywhere, wherever you're at, dude. So do what you want. You know what I'm saying? So
it's good advice. Good advice. Diversify or change or go understand that the world is evolving and our country is evolving.
I'm not, obviously I'm a huge Bitcoin guy. I'm not telling you it has to be Bitcoin.
Real estate's great.
Real estate's phenomenal.
It has been great,
Gold is going up.
Gold this past year has been great.
They're buying gold all over the world right now. Countries are buying gold.
Silver too. Silver
is also
lesser level.
Silver, but silver's moving too,
Yeah.
and silver will move even more down the line also. So I don't think either one is close to Bitcoin, but to each his own. But it's still better than having your money in a savings account. That's the dumb. And by the way, banks are closing left and right. So the day your bank closes and it has your money, good luck. So,
but on a completely different note, but maybe related.
Yes,
you could win $50,000
That would make your life a lot
29th.
easier.
And then you could invest it properly into real estate,
Yes,
or gold, or silver,
or Nvidia,
or Bitcoin, or I don't know, Nvidia. I think they're still saying it's got room to grow. Still saying it
because they feed all the chips.
They are the leader. They are the leader. There's some other AI.
Yes, but right now
Microsoft has done well too.
Yeah, but they're so ahead of everybody. They're such a power.
They're crushing everybody. Crushing everybody.
Yeah.
But Microsoft is.
Oh yeah.
Somewhere like I bought a bunch of Microsoft because I bought Microsoft not necessarily for the AI. This was
right because it's ago. Microsoft.
I looked around and everybody had Microsoft. I mean, every place. Yeah, there was some Apple. There was some Apple.
Amazon.
But Microsoft.
Brother, there's like
workplace,
7 or 8 that are running the entire S&P.
I don't even know if it's 8. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like there's only really the stock market's not that strong. It's really
those
that
half a dozen companies.
Yeah, it's only a few companies carrying the entire stock market.
7 or 8.
Yeah, dude,
you can pick a top 10, but
if you really follow this stuff, come on, man.
But Microsoft, I liked a lot, and I was so happy. My wife bought NVIDIA.
Smart.
She bought it a little. She's upset that she didn't buy more. I told you the whole story.
Right.
I bought a little, but I mean, like
it doesn't matter. Okay, but anything is a good investment in it because it's a good investment.
Yeah.
You bought a little Tesla. Well, a good investment. You bought a little, Amazon.
I bought Tesla wrong.
You bought it when it was a little higher?
I bought it at 218 or something.
Oh, yeah, it's down
and now it's like 180, 190. It's coming back a little, but I bought it the wrong time. I bought it too late.
Well, you could buy again now and lower your price. That's what you got to do. That's how you do it.
You know what I'm going to do? It's in a short while, I'm going to get rid of my Tesla, and I think I'm going to go into Bitcoin. I think that's it.
Well, dude, do it now before the.
No, it's got a little value price right now.
We're about to bounce. We're really close to bouncing, dude.
What do you think the bounce is going to occur? Why?
Because it's been too long right now that we've been over 2 months in this pattern, and the corporate greed is just growing. Yesterday, I'll tell you, this is nuts. But I want to make sure I give you the exact quote. $779 billion Bernstein says Bitcoin ETFs are about to be approved at financial institutions.
Really?
So that means now.
What does about to be approved? Like next week, next month?
Yeah, it's about like in the next month.
Really?
And so then everybody's 401ks and all
and
that.
Now you can, that's going to flood. It's going to flood.
And that's billions that's going to come in. So before that happens, we're about to, when this run hits now, we're going to 90. We're going to 90 plus. And you will never see these numbers again. You will never see.
No, once it goes to ETFs, then it's going to be.
The ETFs are already going, but they haven't.
No. Once Bitcoin.
Yeah, it gets to the other people. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And once it gets to the average people, that they start adding it to it. And
the retail customer.
The retail, exactly. Yeah. Which is what we're headed for. And so that's why I keep telling everybody. So if you're going to do that, do it.
Get rid of my Tesla and buy. Because I bought it too high.
Tesla will not grow like Bitcoin will from here on out.
No, Tesla's done. But anyhow.
So
it's great to see you guys. Thanks for the logo. We didn't even talk about the fact. I really didn't. I was trying to.
I'm the one that said the fat comment.
He said the word fat. I never used the word fat. I never used.
But I openly talk fat.
I didn't say plump. I didn't say fat. I didn't say plump. I said pleasantly sized. Sounds like some bullshit thing. Anyhow, Sean. Adios. Take care,
my brother.
Guys.
I appreciate you. There you go. The great Steve Calabro. Again, the 29th, $50,000. So come on out here and take advantage. Take advantage. Talk about money, by the way. Did you guys see Queen? Queen sold their catalog for $1 billion. $1 billion, over $1 billion. Is that freaking? That is some sick stuff. I've seen people sell their catalogs for 50 million, 100, 200, 300 million, 400 million. I think the Beatles was somewhere in the 400 million range, but it was a few years back, so it's probably worth a lot more now. But Queen has reportedly agreed to sell their recording, publishing, and other rights to Sony Music for a record $1.27 billion. The deal includes the name, likeness rights, potential opening the door to musicals, commercial, and film placements, merchandising, and other money-making opportunities. The band's 2018 biographical film Bohemian Rhapsody earned over $900 million worldwide. That is amazing, dude. So founding members Brian Taylor and Roger Taylor continue to perform live with singer Adam Lambert. Bassist John Deacon retired shortly after the 91 death of singer Freddie Mercury. Crazy shit, dude. That is impressive. 1.2 billion. It's that Queen's music just translates from generation to generation, for movies, for shows, for commercials. It's just it was just pure genius behind that music, dude. Let's go with a little famous birthdays today. All right, let's start it off. Celebrating birthdays today, Nicole Kidman is 57. Who else? Chino Moreno, metal singer for Deftones. Damn it. He is 51. Okay, let me see, because I lost my place here now again. All right, here we go now. I am back. John Goodman, 72. Frank Lampard, soccer player, is 46. I bet you he's short too. I don't know what Frank Lampard's height is, but I bet you he's another short soccer player. Christopher Mintz-Plasse is 35. Actor. Let's see. All right, we got that. Let's go with musicians born on this date. Oh, man. Okay, I mentioned Chino. John Taylor, bassist, co-founder of Duran Duran, born on this date in 1960. Kelly Johnson, from the British rock band Girls' School, was born on this date in 1958. Michael Anthony, underrated as hell, dude. American bassist, great vocals too for Van Halen, obviously for The Circle, Chickenfoot, several things. Michael Anthony's just absolutely awesome. Let's see. Ooh, Chris Frankfort. Happy birthday to him. He was born in this state in 1954. A member of the Gibson Brothers. And most of you are going, what? But those of you that are hardcore disco fans, you know what I'm talking about. Cuba, quiero bailar la salsa. That's a great jam from back in the day. Christopher Frankfort. Lionel Richie was born on this day back in 1949. Let's see. Anne Murray, Canadian singer, born in 1946. Brian Wilson, The Beach Boys, legend, born in 1942 on this date. Who else? And Chet Atkins, guitarist, was born in 1924 on this date. Those are the famous people and musicians born on this date. Sean, do we have any wrestlers?
We do. We have the great Don West, who is no longer with us. You also might remember him from being a pitchman for a lot of companies in the 80s. He was born in 1963, passed away December 30th of 22. Coco Beware, the Birdman, is 57. And the first Arab female wrestler that was signed to the WWE, I'm there to butcher this name, Shadia Besaso. She was born in 1986.
Did you just call her an Arab?
She was the first Arab female wrestler.
Okay. Arab,
Signed.
maybe Arab.
Arab. Yes,
Arab.
she's from the Middle East.
She's an Arab.
I'm from the
You
Pineys.
You said
I'm fat. I'm from the Pineys. Anybody else want to make fun of me today?
That down there is an Arab.
Chat, hit me up.
That down there, Arab. That's an Arab right there. You know that young man that went in there. He's an Arab. All right. Let's go with a little music history. In 1948, Black Sabbath in 1998, Black Sabbath, the Foo Fighters, Korn, Pantera, and Limp Bizkit, and many others took the stage at England's Ozfest, the first ever Ozfest that took place outside of the U.S. In 1969, on this date, a young David Bowie signed a record deal with Mercury Records. The label had to wait 3 years for him to produce a successful follow-up to Space Oddity. In 2000, the aforementioned Chino, Deftones, released their third album, White Pony, which featured songs like Change, Back to School, and Digital Bath and Elite. And rest in peace, my man Bill Preston, huge Deftones guy. He loved the Deftones, dude. In 1980, Billy Joel had his first #1 song, When It's Still Rock and Roll to Me. Bum, 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 bum. Woo! In 2009, Green Day had their first ever #1 song on the new Billboard Rock Songs chart with Know Your Enemy off of the 21st Century Breakdown. It also topped the alternative songs and mainstream rock charts, the first and only 3 songs to do that. There you go. That's what happened today in music history. Powerball, by the way, if you're looking to get rich, and remember, take Sean to a steak dinner if you win.
Fat guy.
That's right. Powerball jackpot will be worth an estimated $72 million after 0 players match the 6 numbers during the $57 million drawing. It is 4, 27, 44, 50, and 64. Powerball number 7. Good luck to you all out there. Even on Instagram, good luck to you out there also.
There you go.
Yes.
Breaking news. There has been a trade in the NBA.
Please tell me Jimmy Butler got traded.
The Bulls.
Oh, it's not Jimmy.
They're getting giddy with it. They're sending Alex Caruso to the Thunder for Josh Giddey.
King Caruso?
Yep. And I love how this. Listen to this.
King Caruso, he was jamming in the 80s back in the MTV days.
Bulls are trading 2-time all-defensive guard.
I think that was King Carrasco, right? Anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry.
They labeled him as 2-time all-defensive guard, Alex Caruso.
So Alex Caruso and what else?
He's going to the Thunder for Josh Giddey.
Okay. Oh, that's the dude that got caught with the girl, right? Or gambling.
Oh, is that why that's
Josh Giddey? Josh Giddey. Yeah. You. I'll run the show. You look up Josh Giddey. I want to say Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey was getting busy with young girls and then was cleared. I think he was cleared. Is that him? He was getting giddy with it. And supposedly, right, underage stuff, but then he was cleared with it. But then they're like, yeah, we're still going to like stay away from you. So we're going to ship you somewhere else. And then Chicago said, well, he was cleared, so we'll bring him over. He doesn't like young women, we think. And so, we will, remember. I remember that. I knew that rang a bell. That rang an LL. Taco Bell is hard as hell. Metal, anybody? I don't care. You smell. I excel. They all fell. Let's see what else. I might try one when O has done his interview as a test, if he allows. Oh, sending a picture. I don't know if that'll. I don't think that'll work, bro. Yeah, you can send it to our email or something like that, and then maybe we can bring it up. I don't know what it is, but yeah. I did the same, but started with this stock market in my 20s. So glad that I did. I don't know. I guess you guys are talking about it. I invested in my home, paid off now. And what me and my wife make is for us to spend at 46 years old. I'm good. There you go. Just whatever you have in your savings, invest it in somewhere else. Don't put it in your savings. One of my favorite George Carlin lines, think of how stupid the average person is and realize half of them are stupider than that. Yes. Orlando, have you ever heard of Mark Martel? The guy sounds like, oh, yes, I have. The Freddie Mercury guy. Yes, I have. He's really good, bro. He's really good. That's the closest thing you'll ever hear to Freddie Mercury. Very good. I have seen Mark Martel. Yes. Stephen DeFilippis, who is a huge Queen fan, he sent me the link of Mark, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. Yeah, definitely. Big O, your opinion on the Caruso trade? Bulls got giddy. Like I told you, bro, they got rid of a bad PR guy, and then they got role player or whatever, dude. No big deal. Tell me when Butler is leaving. That's what I want. Trade Butler and go get yourself, a bunch of picks. That would be better. Okay? That would be what I would like to see. Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show as always. Thank you all out there. Ocala Joe, thank you for the love on the Cash App. Oh, please sign my cap before shipping it. You got it, Ocala Joe. I will do that, my friend. I will make a note of that. I'll remember because I go back and forth with you a little bit more than the average person. So thank you, sir. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. There you go. And remember, whenever you're watching or listening to the show, you can always send in a comment through Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show and make a donation. And you can make a Bitcoin donation, which is, my favorite kind of donation, as always. Where is Bitcoin right now? Is it still hovering in the 65 area? Yep, 65,079. That's where it's been. It peaked at 66,152 at 7 a.m. today. And then it's gone as low as 64,835. And so that's where it's kind of been hanging around. And we'll see. All right, folks. We are out of here. We thank all of you for tuning in as always. We thank, of course, the Brunetti family, always great supporters of our program for many years now, and we appreciate it. Steve Calabro, great people out here, man. Michael Golden, too, out here, always. And, of course, the great Sean Stanley. Appreciate him. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. We're in studio. Manny Navarro will join us. We'll talk to David Furones also, and maybe another guest we'll throw in there. We'll see. And we'll have some fun 10 a.m. tomorrow in studio. Appreciate all of you out there, wherever you're listening, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, or listening later on and watching later on YouTube, or listening on our podcast. Don't forget to hit the hell out of the like button, man. Get us in those triple digits every time with those like buttons. We're only at 98 right now, man. Let's go. Get us over 100 at least. We should be over 200 on all these shows at least, man. We'll see you all tomorrow at 10 a.m. Same time, same place, same bat channel.